So today I got to have lunch with my sisters, and afterwards I decided to go out and do some thrifting. So grab my phone and I'm going to start filming some of the little thrift stores that I see in this town. Now, I'm not in my town. I'm in a different town. It's about 30 or 40 minutes away from our house. And I don't get up here very often, but when I do, I like to check out the thrift stores that are local to this area. And another store that I like to check out is the store that I'm getting ready to go into now. It's called Byler's, and it's an Amish bulk food store. And they have other things actually as well. They got lots of different things. And I'm going to take you around. I do see a little beautiful scene off to the side here that I enjoy looking at, and I'm going to show you, and I can do that because there are not any Amish people around. Now, they ask not to be photographed or filmed, so just to be respectful, I don't do that. But the little scene here is just so cute. So I'm going to jump out of here. I'm going to try to grab this, a little shot of this, and then I'm going to go into Byler's and show you around that store. And like I said, I'm also visiting some thrift stores, so I'll be showing you those stores as well. Let's just see what we can find. Sometimes when you go in these stores, they're just super busy and it's kind of awkward to just start filming. So I didn't film a lot of it. I did miss out completely on the spice section. So that's one of those stores where they get bags and bags of spices, and then they, make them up into smaller bags for customers, and they're super cheap. I usually really get a lot. I did not this time just because I didn't need them, and plus I just couldn't record. There's so many people in there. If you're a YouTuber and you do this kind of business, I would love to hear your take on recording inside stores. Like I just would like to know what others are doing. I know what I'm doing. I know how I'm trying to do it, but I'm sure that there are other ways. And I'm also sure that I have some other YouTubers here that do thrifting and upcycling and such like we do. And if you have a tip or suggestion for recording in public like that, I would just love to hear what you have to say. Let me know down in the comments. We didn't find anything in there, and that's kind of unusual. Almost always I find at least something in this Goodwill. This is not in our town. It's a whole separate, there's a whole separate other town that I was yesterday or the day before. Anyway, we're headed to the next place. And by the way, you'll see my husband's with me because, where's our vehicle? It's a Sunday, and we're just kind of spending the day out together doing this kind of thing. Our little doggy's with us. And anyway, we're headed to the next spot. We left Goodwill and then we rode by this little antique store that we love to stop in. So we did stop in here today. So that's not officially thrifting, but we did stop in. Let me show you some of the things that we saw. So Hubby and I are back from our thrifting and antiquing day. We kind of mixed a little bit of a two-in-one kind of day. So I went shopping the other day after my lunch with my sisters. I told you about that. And then today is Sunday, and Hubby and I decided to just go spend the day out thrifting and antiquing. It was rainy here in Delaware, so we finished off. So let me show you what I got from those two trips. Some of the things you already saw. Got this really nice basket. This basket was $1. I can hardly believe it. It's really solid. I don't know what this is made out of. It's kind of a blue color. I'm probably going to paint it because that's what I like to do. But this is a great storage basket. I found this tray, which was $2.99. So at the Goodwill here in Delaware, they have a list of items that you can get, and they have everything's kind of a blanket statement. And wood items, which This fell under, was only $2.99. I could hardly believe it. It's filthy, and these are ceramic tiles. They're coming out, and I'm going to redo this, so stay tuned for a future project for that. I love redoing trays. And then also at that Goodwill, I found this candle stand. Actually, I have no idea what it is. This is weird. I don't know what that is. These are the feet. I'm going to take this and this metal silver plate. This is, I think, aluminum. I'm not sure, but it's really pretty. It has a pretty patina. And for Christmas this year, I want a silver and gold kind of theme. So you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a riser out of this because I love risers. I really like how this looks. I'll change out the color on this probably. We'll see how that goes. I paid, I think, $1.99, and the plate, I can't remember. I'll have to look back in the video or rewind and go back and see what I paid for the plate. I don't remember. And then I also found this wooden pedestal. I love pedestals. I don't know what the thing is. I'm going to try to take this down to bare wood and let's just see what it looks like. It's not any kind of quality wood, but we're gonna just see what that looks like. The last time I made over a wooden bowl in one of my videos, people went crazy. The comments just went crazy. People either loved it that I painted it or they hated it that I painted it. Like, it was split 50-50. So I figured, just as an homage to that, I'm going to take this one back to natural wood. And then we went antiquing, and we saw a couple of good things today when my husband and I went out. He found these adorable little golden books. I love these things. We have grandkids. They come to visit us every now and then, and it's nice to have some of these old-fashioned stories around. Found a brass candlestick to add to my collection. I said for the Christmas holidays I want to have a gold and silver theme, and this will add to that. And I found, speaking of Christmas decorations, let me get on with that. The other day when I was at the Goodwill, you saw me pick up a red plate, a plate with a red design. By the time I got to the end of it, or maybe that was today, now I've forgotten. Anyway, that plate was cracked, so I did not keep that plate. I put it back. And then I went into a little antique store and I found this one, and it was only $2, which is a really good deal. It does have a stamp. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read it right now, but it does have a stamp. And I really like the fact that it's a salad plate. It's not a saucer. And you can tell the difference because a saucer would have that little rim where the cup would sit inside. This is not that. It's either a dessert plate or possibly a salad plate. I've seen them both. There was only one, but I have a display in mind for Christmas, and I need some small plates, so I've been collecting them actually since one of our thrifting trips back in the summer. I'll link that video so you can see that one. And then the last thing that we came across were these two large half-gallon size ball jars. I don't think that these are vintage or antique. They might be vintage. They're not antique by any means. But I needed them because I make homemade yogurt, and we store the yogurt in our fridge in these jars. I probably won't use the lid. The lids are antique. They're those zinc lids, and I will keep those. I don't know. I may or may not use those. I don't know how the metal would react to the dairy. I'm not really sure. So I'll just use those plastic lids that you get. But I needed them, so I went ahead and got those two. And that is it for our thrift haul today. Thrift and antique haul today. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give us a thumbs up. And be sure to subscribe to our channel. Some of these things are going to turn into projects. Some of them will be home decor pieces for our home. So I don't want you to miss any of that. Be sure to, my husband's back there getting the fireplace ready. That's going to be nice on this rainy day. But anyway, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of those videos. And thanks again, and we'll see you next time.